Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today. And from Farm Science Review, we're visiting now with Lou Driever. And Lou is president, or future president, if you will, of the Ohio chapter of the Farmer Veteran Coalition. We're going to talk a little bit about the Farmer Veteran Coalition. But first, Lou, let's talk about you. How'd you land here in this position with the Farmer Veteran Coalition?
Just lucky, I guess. We have been working for the last couple of years to get an actual chapter organized. We've got about 1,000 members of the Farmer Veteran Coalition here in the state, but 1,000 members who are going 1,000 different directions. So what we're trying to do is organize a chapter so we can all move forward together and be more functional and useful. And I kind of got drafted into helping with that effort.
Well, being a retired veteran, if you will, or a veteran, using the word drafted may not be the word you really wanted to use, right? But nonetheless, the Farmer Veteran Coalition is just a great organization. We're here at the booth with our friends at Central State University, one of our fine sponsors on our TV show. We've had the pleasure of doing a podcast about the national organization who 2 years ago talked about bringing a chapter here to Ohio. So let's talk specifically about what the Farmer Veteran Coalition does. It's really in the name, isn't it?
It is. The key is that we help veterans transition into becoming successful farmers. And I emphasize successful because there's a difference between being a farmer and a successful farmer. The goal is to provide the support for the folks by mentorship, providing small grants, $3,000 to $5,000 that are great for kickstarting projects, and also we give away 5 free Kubota tractors a year. The goal is folks who get out of the service, they may be a great tank driver, but that doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to be a great tractor driver. So what we do is we help guide them into paths so that they don't make the same mistakes that we have, and show them different ways to make small acreage be able to pay for itself.
You know, it's interesting, too, when you talk about technology changes all the time, and especially in the military. But for that transition, as you mentioned, from military equipment to farming equipment, it's not necessarily a lateral move per se, right?
No, that's correct. And you know, if a person gets out of the service and they've got a family farm, then they've probably got some experience. They may have access to tools or land, but people who get out of the service and are coming from a city background, they really appreciate the guidance of being able to determine what's reasonable to attempt. If you've got a 12-acre farm, what's the right kind of pursuit to make? Should you consider aquaculture, agroforestry, doing an orchard, raising chickens? You know, there are so many choices. Which one is best for your farm, your circumstances, and your skill set? And we work to help you figure that out and reach success in your goal.
Yeah, we've already talked about that in our podcast about the diversity of programs that you guys work with. It's just amazing what they can get into agriculturally speaking, whether they're starting up or expanding or wanting to do something totally different. The Farmer Veteran Coalition can help them through every step of the process so they can hopefully be profitable, but more importantly, sustainable, right?
Exactly. And, you know, we are working together so that together we have more information. Central State has been a wealth of knowledge for us. They've got a ton of experts, and we each recognize individually when we've hit the limits of our own expertise. At that point in time, the best thing to know is how to reach out and find the subject matter expert in a particular specialty.
Well, Lou, let me conclude by saying thank you once again for your service, and thank you for your service to the Farmer Veteran Coalition. It's going to be a great organization once we're up and running and it comes to fruition here in the Buckeye State. Lou, if people want more information, how do they get a hold of you so they could support this and move this forward?
The Farmer Veteran Coalition is online on a national chapter, And if you look them up on the web, you'll find them easily. The Ohio chapter is still in formation. We will be creating a Facebook page in the course of the next 2 months. And at that point in time, we'd be delighted to support you in any way that we can. Our goal is to make everyone Our goal is to make everyone a good steward of the land.
Yeah, no question about it. Lou Driever has been our guest. Lou, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And we'll have a link to their website at our website at InOhioCountry.com. We'll be back with more right after this.